What I'm going to demonstrate now is a learning management system. Now, what is a learning management system? A learning management system is a software that resides on the campus server, and then it allows us to do a lot of things. One can actually go set up users, so you can actually define them as learners, as faculty, give them various privileges. You can preview various courses that have been created. You can manage the online sites, you can manage the question banks, the assessment side. You can have authoring of new content, you can have various kind of. For now, let us assume we are learners. I'm a student and I'm going into the learner mode, and here I have a whole lot of courses available to me on SmartTeach. So if I go to the continuing medical education seminars to learn the latest happenings in workshops, conferences, seminars, or if I go to say the career counseling session, or for now let me go to the undergraduate medical curriculum. Okay, I go into my preclinical, the paraclinical courses, clinical courses. If I say I want to go into say anatomy and learn more of the anatomy, and I want to go to gross anatomy, say of the head and neck, and I go to the bones of the head and neck, and I go to the skull bone as a whole, and to the interiors of the skull, the insides of the skull. Now I can go into the interiors of the cranial cavity, and if you see, these are the components of that particular lesson. Now I can jump to any part. For example, now let me jump to the petrous part of the temporal bone. So when I actually click on this, it jumps and opens up a classroom for me, and the teacher comes up and starts teaching.
The petrous part of the temporal bone forms the posterior wall of the middle cranial fossa.
Now in this case, say it is Dr. Balasubramanian, HOD Anatomy of St. John's Medical College, who comes and teaches to me. Now here I get to see what he's teaching, so I can actually enlarge this, I can appreciate.
Now this is the petrous part of this triangular area is the petrous part.
I can minimize, so I can see the teacher and I can have a look. I can be writing my notes, saving my notes, sharing my notes with other classmates. I can be adding bookmarks. Hey, this is important for me to come back just before the exam, so I'll come back and actually do it now. I can take assessments, multiple choice, short questions that can come from this particular topic. I can communicate, ask questions, I can send feedback. Now the questions go to the teacher in my college, so the teacher has time to actually answer me back. And I can go to various searches, so I can go to Google, PubMed, I can go to other related lectures, glossary, for this lesson. Now while the teacher is teaching the lesson, I can say, I can go forward. So I can go skip segments, or if I haven't understood something, I can always go back, relearn something again and again. Or I could have jumped to any part of the lesson. So if I want the teacher to actually teach me about middle cranial fossa, I click there and the teacher starts teaching me that.
By and large is formed by.
I could have, instead of going down the hierarchy, searched for a topic. So I could have said pyramidal tract, and I have the lessons to do with the pyramidal tract come up for me. Lesson 1, lesson 2. I can see what is covered. It always starts with an objectives of the lesson, goes down and teaches me the rest of the topic. So if I say I want to go to this particular lesson. Now, if you were to notice here, every lesson always will start with the title and take you into the objectives. By end of this lesson, you would have learned the origin, course, termination and functions of the pyramidal tract, the extrapyramidal tracts and its applied aspects. And then I go to the rest of the lesson part by part. Or I could have gone directly to the course of the
the origin is
pyramidal
from
tract.
wide
So this
area
is
of the cerebral.
where I want to show you how we have started digitizing the entire body part by part. This is a model of the brain. Similarly, we have models of the heart, the lung, the liver. You can actually rotate them in any which way and show them to increase the meaning of that particular concept. So you can actually see that the teacher shows, look at his body language, the way it moves, or I could have, shown it this way. Let us just look at this for a little while.
Internal capsule. Now, this convergence of the fibers looks like sun rays, and so it is called as corona radiata.
Now I could have gone a little forward. I'll take you to show you various aspects. Now here you would see that this is a three-dimensional model, so the model actually can turn. There are certain things can actually rotate and take you. You actually have a walkthrough. It's like as if you're walking through the human body and you're actually teaching students.
And it lies between
I'll go forward to show you like how it goes to the next step, the next step.
Once the fibers pass through the basilar part of the bones, as the fibers emerge into they
This way.
come back compact.
Now, like this, I could have gone to other areas as well. I could have, say, gone learned from some of the best teachers of India. For example, here I'm going to show you lectures by Dr. Kakarala Subbarao, the chairman of the Radiological Association, for example. Now, this is his lifetime teaching available to every student, whether the student is in the south of India or the north or maybe even out of India. Maybe he is studying medicine in China. But the teachers, the best teachers are available to that particular student. So if I say I want to go and learn a particular topic like say emergency in rural areas, it again constructs the lesson and the teacher comes up and teaches.
Taking the subject of emergencies in rural areas. The importance of the subject is 70 to 75% of the population live in rural areas. Apart from that, in rural areas, there is no high-tech radiology. And then for emergencies, they can't rush to a nearby city hospital because of the...
Now I'll be going ahead to show you, for example, this patient.
This 58-year-old farmer comes with fever. Nearby community center, area hospital, he goes. And then what are the investigations? Apart from the laboratory investigations, a PAVU is just taken. Then what is the interpretation? Because the interpretation is important rather than just taking a radiograph. And you get patchy infiltrates. Right mid-zone, right cardiophrenic angle, and left side, not so much alveolar.
Say this particular teacher had 10,000 x-rays of the most interesting cases that he saw in his teaching career. We digitized all those x-rays and we presented it in this format. So the teacher comes and takes you and interprets those x-rays for you. So it's like on one side immortalizing great teachers, on the other side you have the chance to learn from great teachers wherever they may be. Now, like this, I could have actually searched across various subjects. Like if I go into all categories and I say I want to search for diabetes. Now I would get all lessons to do with diabetes from across the curriculum. So if I go into say pathology, or I can go to community medicine, epidemiology of diabetes. For now, let me see what about pharmacology. So it actually...
Hello dear students, I am Dr. Balakrishnan. I will be taking a few sessions.
Now I'll go forward just to show you how, so the teacher comes and he teaches you whatever topic you want.
The fact that is supposed to this.
Now from here, let me go to another category and show you continuing medical education seminars. Now this, for example, is continuing medical education for general practitioners. Or you can go into topics related to the latest happenings in fetal medicine or the annual CME programs, current updates in that topic.